Dude, I saw this. Jagex, we have a problem. I'm like, okay, what? Okay, I'm automatically interested, right? Maybe Oda's clickbaiting me, but maybe he's got some crazy intuition here about something Jagex is doing. I don't know.
Wait, Bodhi said somebody broke NDA, he said?
Apparently.
Wait, did somebody broke NDA during the Winter Summit? No shot.
Out what items skyrocketed in price on the Wednesday of when we went to Jagex, like the 19th of Jan or whatever, or the 14th or 7th, I don't know. And cross-reference it with that. Somebody who went to Jagex under NDA bought something that's gonna go up in price.
Wait.
Oh, so he's saying that somebody bought a bunch of items that had to do with, I'm assuming, Rage 4.
Oh, wait, they went to the GE and bought items that they knew. Like, oh, bro, what if you went and bought all those Guthix the Guthix Temple teleports? What if knowing that the raid was going to be in that Guthix Temple, that you went and you bought a bunch of those teleports ahead of time, knowing they're going to raise in price? That's crazy.
He's saying someone that went to Jagex with you guys and maybe didn't leak it, but they purchased a shit ton of items that they know are going to skyrocket because of the Winter Summit. And then someone was paying attention to the OSRS graph, and then they realized that you need to buy them. So they realized because you guys were at Jagex that someone had an insider information.
If that's true, I wonder who did that. Who's like a sly like that?
Dude,
The
right?
thing is, I feel like I'm so retarded that Jagex would tell me the said item and I'd buy the wrong item still. Like, I'm just not a mercher.
It was like,
That's why I like Oda, because he can self-roast like that and like just riff off of himself. I respect that so much if people can just make fun of themselves and have a smaller ego like that. Guthix tallies actually did skyrocket recently. Okay, well, look, immediately when I saw the Winter Summit and I saw that the raid was going to be in that temple, I was like, oh, I would immediately start buying Guthix teleports. But that's not like anything NDA, you know, because it's like, we all were at the Winter Summit. We all watched the Winter Summit. That's just basic logic. But if people started buying before the Winter Summit, that means somebody did get tipped off that where the raid was going to be and took advantage of the NDA, which is a big no-no, right? I don't know who would be like sly enough to like try to take advantage of that. Like, essentially, guys, what it is, it's insider trading, except in a game. Probably Bodhi himself. Dude, that would be insane. It was Savix. Gosh dang it, Savix. You're insider trading for Jagex. That's crazy.
Wait, Guthix Telly Scrolls?
I called it. I did call it.
yeah, because they teleport you to like tormented demons.
Wait, who said that?
Someone's about to send me a picture apparently of the graph, like the graph.
Can we see who bought it or no? How many did they buy?
Look at this picture.
This is insane. But again, this doesn't have a. So this was released 2 days ago. It says a week. The Winter Summit was this week. It's possible it wasn't anything, right?
How many did they buy?
That's a lot, bro. It doubled in price.
But this is normal if it happened the day of.
That guy has to, or woman has to be so fucking retarded. While they're there is crazy.
That is so stupid to do that.
That's crazy
so
coming from you. That has to be friendly fire. Like that.
No, that's retarded. Or you swapped your brain with a kebab.
I'm done. No, why? Why that?
My guess is either rice or Torvesta. What we saying, chat? This is like, oh, dude,
Oda, you swapped your brain with a kebab is insane.
You think they'll investigate and try to find out who it was?
I don't think so, and the reason why I don't think so is because they literally only made 1.6, if that is the case. Actually, that's just a lot of them bought, though. Like, they were shameless with it. I feel like they would have let it slide if it's like a couple thousand, but 104K of them?
I don't know if it's
104K
the
is
scrolls,
insane.
though. I think it's a different item because people are saying the scrolls were just as of recent because of the Winter Summit.
How do I find the like OSRS? So they went, when did they went early January, right? So Tormented Synapse price chart. I mean, it's steady. There is like a peak here. I mean, for one person, that's due month. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, this is what I want to look at. Wow, bro, this climb is insane. For the Winter Summit, this is Winter Summit, right? This makes sense for it to spike at the Winter Summit, but look at this spike. It's not a synapse. It's nothing to do with while Gothic sleeps. But what they could be assuming or theorizing is that because it's Gothics, it's possible it incorporates some demons. And so you're going to want a Scobo, etc. for the raid. It's already going up. Can't be synapse. It's too steady to be synapse. But like, okay, well, look at the year. Bro, I don't know, chat. Like, that's an insane spike. If you look at the year. Now, sure. I mean, look at the decrease. So it's been higher in the past, but that's a pretty high spike. The price change doesn't mean anything about an NDA leak. It's only the volume bought. When in-game content is on the horizon, all the in-game gear fluctuates a lot. There are other explanations for this. No one else knew the NDA info, so the demand didn't go up. Well, unless other people are tracking what other people are buying. Like, imagine if it's X creator. An X creator goes to Jagex, learns something. Imagine if it's XXX creator. You gotta be a hella idiot to insta buy items. I mean, I agree. Prices fluctuate based off the dumbest things. Mod Kieran could crap himself on the stream, and then arena boots would go up by 30%, or Arena. Whoever said that the gear fluctuates ridiculously before major PVM updates is correct. None of this looks odd. But I wonder what caused Bodhi to say this. What caused them to act? Because Bodhi knows the game just as much as y'all do. I think it's bait by Bodhi. Maybe. Beatty playing Iron Man to avoid all this. True. What I will say, I also agree that it could just be Bodhi baiting, but what I will say is Bodhi knows this game better than most people that play this game, right? So he knows how market fluctuations look. He's not going to be surprised by, oh, more PVM stuff is coming out or XYZ is happening. And so, oh my God, a spike in the market, it has to be somebody insider trading. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't just jump to that conclusion immediately. He knows the game well. So either A, he's baiting, and granted he could be, or B, he actually knows the guy that did it, right? Skyrock's exact the time they're there. That's why that is. But look, correlation does not mean causation, right? And everybody knows that's like one of the major traps, that just because something is correlated does not mean it's caused by that thing, right? So just because a certain spike happened on the day they went to the Jagex headquarters does not mean that it has to be correlated. At the end of the day, I doubt Jagex will even do anything aside from maybe choosing him not to invite the player back, which honestly is massive for the player. If the player did something like that, I mean, getting uninvited to future Jagex stuff is insane. You would literally have to be so stupid to throw away your reputation with Jagex to gain whatever millions of GP. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised, since this game had a lot of scammers face zero accountability for years. I wouldn't know, but scammers is one thing, but like big Twitch streamers and YouTube creators doing this, that's more surprising to me, man. I mean, this is, again, it's your career. You're not just playing around here. Doing it on account you're associated with is dumb. If anything, sell the info to merch clans. Yeah, and hey, maybe they did do that. Maybe that's why there's a bigger influx, right? Maybe he sold the info to somebody else, and that's why you see the mass buys. It's not one person, but people getting info from somebody leaking. This isn't a game. Wait. We have so little information here to actually verify this that I don't think anything can be verified. I will say also, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a nothing burger here. There could be something. It could be Bodhi stirring up a whole bunch of drama and suspicions and conspiracies because he just felt like it that day. Or B, he actually knows something that we don't. But I'm also going to call bait. I'm going to call bait on this video and say it's probably just Bodhi stirring up stuff just to have fun with it. Because I feel like this is kind of a big deal if it wasn't. And because it would be a big deal, I don't think he'd just get on stream and start saying stuff like this, you know? Like, if you actually knew somebody that was doing this, you either just shut up about it and you're like, you know, or you get Jagex involved, one or the other. I don't think you just go on stream and start yapping about, I know somebody that's, you know, selling NDA information. But he would never do something that created so much content. I will say this, though. I will say this. Yes, it's a game. Insider trading in a game isn't really anything, but actively going and selling information that's NDA is not a game. That has real world consequences and legal consequences that would very much jeopardize certain individuals by doing that. That's why I feel like if this were to be true, this is not something you just get on stream and start yapping about. Like, I know a creator that violated an NDA. Ooh, no. I think, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up to trolling. I can see Bodhi as somebody that would troll. So that's going to be my conclusion to this.